What is going on YouTube? In today's video we are going to be playing on Skyjacks. What I want to talk about is my favourite YouTubers. So let's get on with this video.
What's up guys, this is the old Jack Langston 501 and this is how I used to talk during all of my videos, and basically today's video is going to be my top 10 YouTubers. Thanks for joining me in the video. Let's get into it. What's up guys? Can you believe that's how I used to talk? I can't believe, even in myself, that's how I used to talk in my videos. Some of my old videos are really cringy. I want to go back through some of my old videos, I think, at some point, and just like do like a cringe meter on how bad they were. I feel like I'm a lot better now. Obviously I'm not like amazing, but I feel like I'm better than I used to be. So that could be quite interesting. Let me know if you want to see that. That'd be quite fun. But guys, I was watching one of my old videos earlier, and it was a video which I went through and looked at my old favourite YouTubers. So I made a video like 8-9 months ago. It was my favourite YouTubers, and I just listed them all and told you who I thought was my favourite, who I like watching and stuff. So this video is just going to be an updated version of that video that I used to do before, and basically I'm just going to tell you who is now in my top 10 and who was in my top 10 before, and why they've changed and why they've moved around and stuff. And it could be quite interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let me know who your top 10 YouTubers are as well. It's always interesting to find out. I'm always interested to find new people to watch as well. There's so many good YouTubers out there. Let me know yours. So I made a list. I'm going to be looking at the screen a little bit here, just reading the list, so excuse me for not making eye contact with you guys, but this is the list here that I made when I was just first started doing YouTube. I put the links in the description below of that video, so the people who I like, and we're going to go through them and just let you know who's in this list. So I Prestige is Key as top, Swagger DL, Big Volts, Marker J, Ali A, FaZe Rain, FaZe Apex, FaZe Adapt, SS Sniper Wolf, Mr. Dalek JD, Mr. Ruffle Waffles, Mr. T Lexify, Noah J456, and The Smith Plays. As you can tell by the bottom half of that list, I used to be very into zombies. I loved all the zombie stuff. So there are a lot of people who I still watch zombies. So I still watch Noah. I still watch Mr. T Lexify. I still watch all of them, to be honest. But no longer would they be considered in my top 10 YouTubers at the moment. So let's get straight into my top 10 YouTubers list. I've got that on another screen as well, so I'm going to be looking away again. Sorry about that. But my favourite YouTubers, I'm going to go from number 10 up to number 1, and I'm going to tell you sort of why they're in my top 10 list, and sort of like what I think about them, why I like them. So at the bottom I've got Chaos X Silencer, Call of Duty YouTuber. A lot of these are Call of Duty YouTubers, to be honest. About half of them are, which is expected of a Call of Duty YouTuber. That's kind of what you kind of expect. But Chaos X Silencer, I just love like learning things about COD and about games and stuff. And he's very intellectual. He kind of speaks to you on a very intellectual level, and at the same time you learn a lot from his videos. I really enjoy watching his videos because they're interesting, and he does the top 10 series and stuff. Everyone loves a top 10 series. When The Smith Plays and Mr. T Lexify did their own little top 10 series for zombies, that was one of my favourites. I'm gutted that they didn't do it anymore because that was awesome, but I love the top 10s, and that's why Chaos X Silencer is in my top 10 favourite YouTubers. Next I've got FaZe Apex. Now he's dropped down a little bit. He used to be my number 1 favourite YouTuber. He's now sitting at number 9, and I think it's mainly because it's very competitive what he does now, and I'm pretty sure that once they get to the LA house and it all changes, they'll be much more interesting. But it's very repetitive, and I do kind of get a bit bored watching his videos sometimes. He's still my favourite FaZe member, but I do get bored of watching his stuff a little bit. I do enjoy it still, but it's the same thing over and over again. Like he does the either or quiz, or he does the higher or lower quiz, or things like that. It just it happens too often. He is definitely in my top 10 still. I'd still really love the guy. I think he's a really good YouTuber, and I obviously enjoy watching his stuff, or he wouldn't be in this top 10. Number 8, I've got Leafy is Here. Now he probably would have been higher if it wasn't for the fact that his videos are like 15 minutes long. But the problem with his kind of videos is it's hard to fit everything in because he's got a lot to say. It's hard to fit everything into a short, small video, and that's why his videos are so long. But I really enjoy his stuff. I think he's quite funny, and just the way he talks and stuff, it really makes me laugh. I really liked what he did recently with Billy the Fridge. Like they had this whole beef thing, and then they made up, and they were probably fine from the start. It was probably never actually beef. It was probably more for views. But I really enjoyed watching them kind of like get on. It was weird. I felt proud as a viewer to know that these two people are now getting on. It's weird. I don't know. You can tell me I'm weird. But Leafy is Here. Yeah, he's coming in at number 8. Number 7 is my favourite sniper of all time. That is Sprat. It's so good to listen to someone with a British accent on YouTube, because often it's Americans or people from Canada, people who don't have a British accent. It's not very often you get to see that on the Call of Duty scene, especially when they're playing. There are a lot of good British Call of Duty players, but they don't do like videos. So my favourite people to watch on YouTube when it comes to Call of Duty is like Apathy, Scum, Attach, people like that, people who are obviously not from England or not from the UK, just nice to hear a bit of my own accent in a YouTube video. And in my eyes, he's the best sniper at the moment. Black Ops 3 was definitely his game. Hopefully it continues into Infinite Warfare and COD 4 Remastered. I've got a feeling COD 4 Remastered is going to be more of a homage thing, and Infinite Warfare is going to be more of a Sprat thing, if you ask me, if I'm completely honest. But either way, Sprat is coming in at number 7. I really like his stuff. He's so good, and he's such a good sniper. It's good to watch. Number 6, I've got Mr. Keem himself, coming in on Drama Alert. Not his own channel, but on his Drama Alert channel. That's the channel that I watch the most. I don't watch any of his other stuff. I don't know if he even does his own stuff anymore, to be honest. I've never looked in such a long time. But Drama Alert is a series that I really enjoy. I never liked Keem, I must admit. When it's the whole Leafy and Keem thing, when that all kicked off, I was very much Team Leafy, because I preferred Leafy stuff. But Keemstar's very funny. I really like his videos. I think he's very informative, and I like the way that he kind of takes the piss out of people a little bit. It's just funny. The way he does it is really funny. Number 5 is the one and only Optic Scum. I just really like his YouTube videos. Like, it's like a balance between having a good commentator, a good YouTuber, and a really good Call of Duty player. Like, one of my favourite series ever. One of my favourite series in the whole time playing Black Ops 3 was Scumpy's 70 kill TDM challenge. Like, he failed so many times, but got so close so many times. It was just really enjoyable to watch, because let me tell you, the 70 kill challenge I've completed once, it is ridiculously hard. I've probably realistically had 1,000 attempts at it. He would attempt it 2 times a week, and it took him a couple of weeks, maybe 2 months to do it. I think he actually went for it a couple of times a week, which is like insane. It's ridiculous. But Scumpy, one of my favourite people to watch. I really enjoy watching his stuff, and he's just awesome. He's just a cool guy. How many cool people do you know who play Call of Duty who are ginger? Not many. He is cool. He's a cool person. Coming at number 4 is a series, a kind of like episode-y type thing that I've only recently started watching, but I've been addicted. I've watched probably the last, I don't know however many. I've literally watched a year's worth of his videos in the past month. I've just watched them all. They're really interesting, and this guy is called Demolition Ranch, and basically it's still on the gun theme, but it's real life. He takes real life guns and he puts them to the test, and kind of like shoots things, and he makes stupid. He made this like tomahawk thing that he strapped 4 tomahawks to each other, and like, who does that? He's mental. He's crazy, and I love that he just shoots a 50 Barrett cow at everything. He just basically just sees what will stop a 50 Barrett cow. He'll take a gun, he'll take a sniper rifle, and just fire it at stuff. And it's really interesting. I really like watching what he does. And he's a new person to me. I've not been subscribed to him very long. He's sitting at like just over 2 million, I think. So he's not like unknown. He's very well known, and I really just enjoy it. Like, I'm a bit gutted, if I'm honest, that I never found him earlier than I did. But yeah, Demolition Ranch, really love all of his stuff, and he's just interesting as well. I like watching destructive stuff. I like watching things blow up. I like watching people shoot things. So he's definitely one of my top favourite YouTubers. He's number 4. Number 3, which was the original favourite of all time, is Ali A. Recently, he'd probably be a lot higher if he didn't get bored of Black Ops 3. The problem was Black Ops 3 was completely dead for the last probably 3 months, and Ali A didn't really upload much. He did a lot of Pokemon Go, and for me, I like Pokemon Go, but his Pokemon Go videos were like 25 to 40 minutes long, and I don't really have that amount of time to watch a YouTube video, so I never really watch a lot of his stuff. I get the odd 5-10 minutes here and there to watch YouTube videos, so when they're really long videos, I don't really get to watch them that often. I'm not that interested in watching them either, so that's why Ali A's not at number 1. Normally he would be at number 1, but hopefully when Infinite Warfare comes out properly and Modern Warfare Remastered, he'll be on the grind for YouTube, and he'll be bringing out gameplays and stuff, and then maybe he'll go back up to number 1, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. He's my favourite person to watch of all time. He made a YouTube video the other day which was Black Ops 3 related, and it was awesome. Like, I really enjoyed it. He was using that new nail gun thing, so it was really good to see him doing that. I really enjoyed it, and I really miss him doing Call of Duty, so I can't wait for the new game to come out, and I know he's going to kill it. He really is. Everyone knows he is, because he's just awesome. Ali A, number 3. Number 2 is a guy called Crazy Russian Hacker. If you haven't heard of this guy, he basically just like tests things out. I know it sounds boring, but it's not. Basically, he puts things to the test. He gets gadgets and stuff. He calls them gadgets or something. I don't know what is it he calls them. Gadgets. That's it, gadgets. He calls them gadgets, and it just makes me laugh. Obviously, he's from Russia. He lives in America, and he just does really cool things. Like, he puts like top 10 kitchen gadgets to the test. Things like that. Things that, like, as a proper nerd, nerd, as a proper, like, I don't know, I guess I'm a bit of a weirdo for liking that sort of stuff, but he's got 8.5 million followers, subscribers, so I can't be the only one who enjoys his stuff. But Crazy Russian Hacker, I really like his stuff. He makes it interesting. There's a lot of stuff that you would think wouldn't be very interesting that he reviews, but it is, and you get to see things that you've never seen before. You get to see like ideas and concepts of gadgets and utensils and things like that you've never seen before. And I watch a lot of these videos and I think that's cool. I'd really love to have one of them in my house. That'd be really cool. So Crazy Russian Hacker is number 2, and number 1 is a person who I only probably subscribed to him about 6 months ago. I've watched every vlog that he's made since then. I watch them religiously. They are like my bedtime movie. It comes to the time I go to bed, I get the YouTube up, watch a few videos. As long as he's uploaded for that day, he's the first person I watch. He's the person who I enjoy watching the most. If you haven't already guessed who it is, it's Casey Neistat. He is my ultimate favourite person on YouTube at the moment. It might change around eventually. I might get bored of him, or I might think that he's kind of getting a bit stale. But at the moment, Casey Neistat is just my favourite person to watch. He just puts a smile on my face every time I watch his videos. He's so positive. He has such a good life. He enjoys himself so much. He's so grateful as well for like all the people that have supported him in the time that he's been doing YouTube and stuff. And I just love watching him. And plus, Candice Neistat is so hot. She's like, I don't even know. She's just like this different kind of hot. And I just love Candice Neistat. So guys, that has been my top 10 favourite YouTubers of all time. People who I took out of my list. Let's have a look through my list. People who I took out. Prestigious Key. I feel a bit bad for taking him out because I do really enjoy his stuff still, but he just didn't fit in the top 10. Swag XBL, yeah, see you later, Swag. He's out of my top 10. Big Faults, I just don't watch a lot of his stuff anymore. Marker J, videos are just a little bit too long for me. They're sort of like 17, 20-minute videos often, and I don't really have that sort of time. Like I said before with the Allier vlogs and stuff, they're just a bit long for me. Let's have a look. Phase Rain, Phase Adapt, the 2 Phase guys. It's not that I don't like them, it's just that they didn't make it in my top 10. I really enjoy their videos. I do watch them still whenever they bring videos out, but I'm not as excited to watch their videos as I used to be, so that's why they're not in the top 10 anymore. Who else we got? SS Sniper Wolf. To be honest, I had to stop watching SS Sniper Wolf because it was so irritating as to how hot she is. It used to actually annoy me. Like, I used to find her so attractive, it used to annoy me. How does that even happen? I literally used to be irritated, but that's why she's not in my top 10. I don't really watch her a lot anymore. And then all of the Dalek JD, Ruffle Waffle, Smith Lexa 5, Noah J456, Smith Plays. The only reason they're not in my top 5 anymore is just because I don't really play a lot of zombies anymore, and I don't really watch a lot of zombies. The only zombie stuff I watch is when Vanos Gaming does the World of War, like the custom maps. Is the only really time I ever watch zombies anymore. But I used to really like them. I've got nothing against them. They're all really good YouTubers. If Mr. T Lexify and Smith Plays started bringing out their top 10 series again, I have to go and check them out because I've not seen them in such a long time. But they probably do, and I'm probably just talking absolute rubbish. But I need to go back and watch them guys because I used to really enjoy them guys. So maybe they'll be inside my top 10 again one day. We don't know. One person who missed out on the top 10 by a spot and was so difficult to choose was Tico, FaZe Tico. I must admit, as a person, FaZe Tico is my favourite person in the FaZe clan. Totally my favourite. But just as content, it's not as interesting as like Sprat's content or Apex's content. But as a person, Tico is my favourite person as far as it goes. I just think he's such a I just love Tico. It's like, it's weird. I don't really know how to explain it. He's just so full of life all the time, and that's why I really like Tico. But he was the one who I had to kick out to get Chaos X Silencer in, and I felt a bit bad for it, but I hope he's probably never going to watch this, so it doesn't really matter, but that's what I thought. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, who your favourite YouTubers are, and if I make the list, then awesome. Also, as a quick disclaimer, I should have said this at the start, as a quick disclaimer, this list doesn't include people who I'm friends with. So if I was going to choose like people who I was friends with who weren't like massive YouTubers, I probably would have stuck Surge in there. Surge is a good YouTuber. There are a few guys in the Reaper clan who are really good YouTubers. Robin HD and Asti, I really like their stuff. And Oh Nightfall as well. There are loads of them in my little clan, my little group of posse, my little friends, little people like that. There are some really good YouTubers in there, so if you want to check them out, head over to my Twitter and just tweet me, say who the fuck are these Reaper guys, I want to know, and I'll send you some links. But guys, thanks for joining me in the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this one. The video is so cringy, the original one, I can't even explain it. So if you want to see me do like reacting to old videos, then let me know, because some of them are so cringy. I can't even explain how cringy they are, but if you want to see that, then let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!